Hi, my name is Ileana Valle, and my educational career began 3 years ago when I moved to Magnolia, Texas. I moved to Magnolia to be closer to my daughter, who attends college in College Station. I was working at a print company as a digital designer, and once I moved out here, my commute was too far. It was 40 to 55 minutes sometimes. And I thought, I can't do this. It's too much. It's too far. And the tolls add up every day to and from. So I'm in one of the newer neighborhoods here in Magnolia, and the high school is literally in my backyard. And I decided to um, see what availability they had. And I was hired as the registrar's assistant. And upon doing so, I began to interpret. I speak English and Spanish. I began to interpret with families that would come in and had questions or whatever it was. And I found that I was the impact that I made on them when there was someone there who could speak their language and who um, and they understood exactly what I was trying to say or the message that I was trying to convey. And I really liked that. I really felt satisfied when they knew um, that I spoke Spanish and that they felt comfortable and I was someone they trusted when they came in. And not short long after that, I began interpreting for the annual meetings for children that are in special education. And I once again found that when I conveyed the message to them, they almost felt like this sense of relief. And I knew at that point that I was doing my job when I was interpreting. And the reason I knew is because they continued to ask questions. And then I walked out of there and they walked out of there knowing exactly the services that their student was receiving. And they knew exactly what they were doing. And so, again, that was another little light bulb that um, turned me or led me to where I am now. So I already had an associate's degree. So I went back to school. And what I want to teach is I want to teach EC6 bilingual. I want to teach English as a second language. The impact that I hope to have on these kids is that I can be someone that can trust. Um, I look like them, and that it's okay if you don't know the language. I love to travel. I have been to Europe twice. I've been to Spain and to Portugal. Um, and I ran into, when I was in Portugal, language was a barrier. And that's the first time that I had ever had that happen to me. So, with that, I knew how it felt to be on the other side of things. And the moment that I found someone who spoke either English or Spanish was a big relief. And this was the person who I kept going back to um, it was a guide, and he showed us around. But this was the first time that language was a barrier for me. So I can see how these families feel, especially when they come to a country that they know nothing about. Um, I have uh, four kids, two boys, two girls. They're adults. My youngest is 21. So now I have a lot of time to pursue um, a career that I'm interested in, that I want to do. The end goal is I would like to be a diagnostician, bilingual diagnostician, and I plan to get my master's. But of course, that's further down the line. Um, where I can do that. My parents recently moved back to Houston, Texas. They lived in Brownsville, Texas for a very long time, and now they're back here. And I really love that I get to be close to them once again. Um, Like I said, I have two dogs, a pug, his name is Guac, like guacamole, and I have a toy chihuahua, and her name is Kai. Guac is kind of like the old man. Kai is very rambunctious, and she's young. She's still a baby, and she loves to bug our Guac. Um, and I enjoy working with the people that I work with, and that's another reason, or that helps me feel that yes, this is where I belong. I hope to have a good semester.